Today class, splitting in octahedral complexes. Listen here. Now this is the y-axis. Now this is the x-axis. This is the z-axis. I taken three axes here. Three axes are there: x-axis, z-axis, y-axis. In the octahedral complexes, that six ligons. The octahedral complexes, the coordination number is the six. Coordination number equal to the 6 means here the 6 ligands are to bonded with the central metal atom to forming the complex compound. Is that clear? Now here that 6 ligands are when they are approached to the central metal atom. When the 6 ligands when they are coming to the central metal atom, the way is along with the axis. That 6 ligands are approach to the central metal atom along the axis. What is that? Along the axis. The 6 ligands are, see here, this is the ligon, 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 this one also, this one also. When the ligons are entering to the central metal atom along with the axis, the energy of two Eg orbitals, the energy of two Eg orbitals which are oriented along with the axis increases. The energies increase in the Eg orbital due to the repulsion between the Eg orbitals and the ligands. What is the point? See here, the ligands are approach to the central metal atom along with the axis. Is that clear? So we know that the d orbitals are here to see dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square. Already in the previous class, we discussed that dxy, yz, zx, these are the T2g orbitals because of that orbitals of the orientation in between the axis. The orientation of these orbitals in between the axis. The oriented, the T2g orbital in between the axis. But these are orbital we call the Eg orbital of these orbitals of the orientation along with the axis like this. Is that clear? Now ligands are approached to the central metal atom along the axis. Now see here the energy of two Eg orbitals, that orbitals d x square minus y square dz square, which are oriented along the axis increases. Clear? The Eg orbitals of these two Eg orbitals of the energies increases due to repulsions between the Eg and ligands. The ligands are the 6 ligands are entering to the central metal atom along with the axis. The orbitals which are in oriented along with the axis, that orbitals repelled by that 6 ligands. That 6 ligands. So the Eg orbitals going to the higher energy level, energy level. Clear? Higher energy level. The next point, the energy of three orbitals. The energy of three orbitals. Which of that? T2G. In the bracket, dxy, dyz, dzx, which are oriented in between the axis, decreases. This Eg orbital of the energies, T2G orbital of the energy decreases. Sorry, Eg orbitals of energies increases, T2G orbitals of the energy decreases, because here is no repulsion between the T2G and a ligand. Is that clear? When the ligands are entering to the central metal atom along the axis, in the degenerate orbitals which are oriented along with the axis of that energies increases, they go into the higher energy level. Which are not along with the axis, which are oriented in between the axis, they away from the ligands. Is that clear? There is no any repulsion between that ligand and T2G orbital. See here in between the axis of this all these three orbitals orientation. So there is no any repulsion. That's why that the three orbitals of energy decreases, so they can go into the lower energy level. Are you understand? Right? This is the 2 points. First of all, listen here. Just simple I read the Eg orbitals will be going to the upper level. Then T2G orbital coming to the lower energy level. These are the, I am read the 5 degenerate orbital. This 5 degenerate orbital, in that 2 Eg orbitals going to the higher energy level, 3 is coming to the lower energy level. Now I draw the diagram of that octahedral complexes splitting. Look at here. I will rub this one. Yes, write down these 2 points. Okay, written. Right. Okay. See here. This is a diagram of splitting in octahedral. Here I'm take the energy. Here 5 degenerate orbitals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Degenerate D orbitals, which are in free state. So this is the first state. Now the degenerate orbitals are in free state. Is that clear? They are in free state, ground state. You think about it, is there in the ground state. The degenerate orbital means the d orbitals of energy is equal. Dx y, dyz, dxz. Is that clear? And dx square minus y square dz square. Of that, all the orbitals of the energies are equal. That's why we call the degenerate orbital. These 5 degenerate orbitals in the ground state there. Is that clear? These 5 degenerate orbitals are in free state. Clear? When the ligands approach to the central metal atom, now these 5 degenerate orbitals will be going to the higher energy level. This is a stage 2, stage 2. That 5 degenerate orbital will be going to the higher energy level. Is that clear? Right. After that, these 5 degenerate orbitals split into the two sets of the group which having different energy, So these 5 degenerate orbitals split into the two sets of the groups. One is the EG orbital. This is the EG. Here I'm write the two orbitals coming to the here. This is EG orbitals that are now these three are the T2G orbital. Here this is the dx square minus y square. This is dz square, and this one is the dxy, dyz. This is the zx. Now see here, now in between the energy difference between the energy, what is that? That the energy difference between EG and T2G, EG and T2G. The energy difference between the EG and T2G we call the octaedral splitting of energy. What is that? Octaedral splitting energy, that is we can indicated by delta naught. That is octaedral splitting of energy. The energy difference between the EG orbital and T2G orbital, that is we call the octaedral splitting of energy. Now see here, now here this is a plus 0.6 delta naught. Is that clear? Now here I am at the 0.4 delta naught. So between this is the energy difference between the EG and T2G, that is we call the delta naught. So what is here 0.6 delta naught and 0.4 delta naught? Here see each of electron. What is that? Each of electron when enters into T2G orbital, the complex stabilizes. What is that? When each of electron, when it is enter into the T2G orbital, stabilizes complex compound. Is that clear? Stabilizes compound by minus 0.4 delta naught units. Is that clear? Each of electron when it is entering to the T2G orbital, if the whatever that electron if maybe is to enter into the T2G orbital, that complex is stabilizes by the unit of minus 0.4 delta naughts. Is that clear? Now each of electron when it is entering to the T2G orbital, the complex becomes to the stabilizes. Is that clear? Now see here, what is this plus 6, 0.6? Now what is indication here? When each of electron when it is entering to the EG orbital, now that is destabilizes the, what is that? Destabilizes the complex compound. Is that clear? Complex compound by 0.6 delta naught units. So what if maybe the electron entering to the EG orbital, that complex compound is destabilized. Is that clear? By the 0.6 delta naught units. This is the what is that? Octaedral splitting in the octaedral splitting. Is that clear? Now in the octaedral splitting, EG orbital will be going to the higher energy level, T2G orbitals will be going to the lower energy level. Why they are going to the higher energy level only the Eg orbital? Here the ligands are, the 6 ligands are entering to the central metal atom along with the axis, the degenerate orbital in that, which are oriented along with the axis of that orbitals repelled by the that 6 ligands. So the Eg orbital will be going to the higher energy level due to the repulsion between the ligands and uh, orbitals, Eg orbitals. This is about splitting in octahedral. Okay, note down. Right down. Right. Next one here. Look at here. Right. So filling up d orbitals. What is that? Filling of d orbitals in the octahedral. Look at here. Here weak strong field is there, weak field there. Strong field means the ligands which are the strong, that form the strong field. Which are the ligands in weak? That is to form the weak field with the central metal ion. Is that clear? Now see here, for example here, carbon monoxide, cyanide, ethylene diamine. Is that clear? NO2. So these are example for the strong ligands. Here weak ligands are fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide. So that all ligands may be to creating the weak field. If these are ligands may be creating strong field. Is that clear? Now these are the strong ligands example. Look at here strong field. In the condition of strong field, fill up d orbitals with the electrons. How to filling there? See here if delta naught octahedral splitting energy. Is that clear? This is octahedral splitting energy now. Octahedral splitting energy is more than the pairing energy. What is that? Octahedral splitting energy is more than the pairing energy. The lower orbital must be completely filled. In the octahedral, which is the lower orbital, we know that Eg orbitals are the higher energy level and T2G is the lower energy level. So these T2G orbitals are completely filled. See here, octahedral splitting energy, what is that? Greater than the pairing energy. So finally, the T2G orbitals fulfilled. Then after the remaining electrons go into the Eg orbital. So first of all, the T2G fulfilled. Then after the remaining electrons will be going to the Eg orbital. So now I give the example. Look at here. If maybe in the orbitals 5 electrons maybe is there in the d orbital, maybe the 5 electrons in the d orbital. How they're filling the 6 electrons here? First I'm write the electron configuration. Now configuration I'm write that configuration. Look at here for the d5. How it is there? See here T2G5 Eg0. What is there? The lower orbital must be completely filled. After that Eg orbital fulfill. Here T2G to fill there 5 electron. In the T2G what is there here? In the T2G 5 Eg equal to 0. I am right here that one. T2G 5 Eg0 of the D5 electron configuration. For the configuration of in strong field T2G5 Eg0. Look at here. I draw that one. How two electrons are fulfilled. Here T2G orbital how many is there? 3 now. Yes, 3 T2G orbitals. Okay, how many electrons are there? This one is the Eg orbital. Here is a 5 electrons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So finally T2G5 Eg0. So this is the filling. Electrons first fill the T2G, then after the remaining electron maybe is there, that is to go into the Eg orbital. In the strong field condition, lower orbital must be completely filled, then after the remaining electron going to the EG. First T2G, then after EG. So when it is totally completely filled, then remaining electrons are going to the EG orbital. Is that clear? Now I am write the 5 orbital. Here one electron, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the electron filling. Is that clear? Or understand? Right. Now see here, next one, in weak field, is that clear? The, what is that? Filling of d orbitals in weak field condition. If maybe the weak ligands maybe is there, when they approach to the central metal atom, how their electrons are filling in the orbitals. In the octahedral, Eg is the higher energy level, T2 is the lower energy level now. See here, in the weak field condition, weak field means here the ligands are weak ligands when they approach to the central metal atom, that d orbitals of the electrons, how they're shifting to the, how they're separating to the orbitals. Now look at here. What is there? The D, if the splitting of energy, which of that octahedral splitting of energy is less than the pairing energy, less than the pairing energy. See here, delta not less than the pairing energy. Now the fourth electron goes to the fourth electrons goes to the EG orbital. But in before we have 5 electrons there now, that 5 electrons completely T2G filling there. In the T2G they enter into the T2G orbital, that 5 electrons. But here T2G, in the T2G 3 electron, the remain 2 electron goes to the EG orbital. So off field there. They're off field. Next one, then after they fill field. First of all, the electrons are to off field in the T2G and EG. They remain electrons are to fulfill the T2G and EG orbital. So same, I will give the one example like the same before that strong field. Here in the d orbital, 5 electrons may be there. These are the 5 orbitals of d. 1 electron, 2, 3, 4, 5. See here, we know that already that what is that? The splitting. EG is the downside. Sorry, EG is the upside. T2 is the downside. Here is the 3 orbitals. Okay. Here is the 2 orbitals. In the strong field condition, the electrons are fulfilled T2G. But in the weak field, off T2G off field and EG off field. Then after they fulfilled. So see here how they are filling these 5d orbitals here. This here in the 1 electron, 2, 3. The fourth electron jumping to the EG orbital and fifth. If maybe here is a 6 electron is there, they coming to the here. This one paired. 7 is there here. 8 is there here. 9 here, 10 here. So first T2G off field, then after EG off field. After that T2G and EG are the full field. So but that is a difference between the, what is that, strong field condition and weak field condition. So simple here, listen what I am saying here in this strong field and weak field. In the strong field condition, T2G must be filled, T2G must be filled, then after EG. Is that clear? First, this is priority. Now here, priority T2G and EG. When electrons are off filled in the T2G, then remain the electron, the fourth electron will be go to the EG orbital. Is that clear? But this is a different. Strong field, T2G full field, then after EG field. Is that clear? It is not for off field there. The completely T2G fulfilled, then after the going to the EG orbital. But there T2G off field, then after EG off field, then after fulfill the T2G, then after EG fulfilled. That is a small difference. Condition in the strong field, strong ligand and weak ligand. That is creating here the strong field. That is create the weak field. The small difference. Strong field the T2G completely filled, then after the EG2 filled. In the weak field, the T2G off field and EG off field means the which of that fourth electron that is enter into the EG orbital. For in that five electrons, three electrons jumping to the T2G, the remain fourth electron jumping to the EG. Is that clear? Okay, understood? Right. So note down. Written? Right. Right. Now see here, now we have to find out here crystal field splitting energy or crystal field stability energy. Splitting energy or stability energy. How we can find out that crystal field splitting energy? Look at here. I am write the short form in. This is the C crystal field splitting energy or stability energy. Is that clear? That is equal to in the strong field condition. See here, number of T2G electrons, T2G electrons into minus 0.4 plus what do you write? Number of EG electrons into plus 0.6. So look at here. I am apply the this one example. Number of electron in T2G, how many is there here? 5 electrons. Plus here is how many electrons in that EG? There is no. So 5 into minus 0.4 plus number of electron. Here is a 0. EG electrons is 0 now, right? Plus 0.6. So 0 into 0.6, 0. So that's why 5 into 4, 20. So here is a point there now. That's why minus 2.0. So crystal field splitting energy or stability energy is the, how much is there? Minus 2.0 delta naught. Is that clear? Now this one. For this one, here in the weak field condition, crystal field stability of energy that is equal to number of, what is that? Number of T2G electrons, number of T2G electrons into minus 0.4 plus number of EG electrons plus 0.6. Look at here in the T2G, how many electron here? 3 electron, very good. So 3 into minus 0.4 plus here EG electron, how many is there here? 2 electron here, 3 electron. So 2. 2 into plus 0.6. Is that clear? Now see here totally 12 means 1.2 minus 1.2 here plus 12. Is that clear? Plus 12 means 1.2. So minus 1.2 plus 1.2 that is equal to 0. So CFSE that is equal to, what is that? 0. The splitting or stability of energy is the 0. Of that in the weak field, when they arrange the that of 5 electrons, when they filling up in T2G and EG, of this crystal field stability of energy is the 0. Are you understand this class? In weak field, in strong field, how there are electrons are filling in the orbitals in EG and T2G. In strong condition, in weak condition. Simple, in the strong condition, T2G first filled, then after EG filled. Next in the weak field, T2G off field, and then next EG off field. After that, T2G fulfilled, the next EG fulfilled. So simple, that fourth electron jumping to the EG orbital. Is that clear? But here completely the three orbitals completely fulfilled. There is the 6 electrons are to fulfill there in the T2G. After that, EG orbital fulfilled. They are dxy x square minus y square dz square. Is a clear small difference there. So remember and keep it in mind that's different of in strong field condition and weak field condition. I hope you understand. Yes. Okay. Are you understand? Okay. Right. Now see here CFSE crystal field stability of energy in octahedral complex, splitting energy or stability of energy, crystal field stability energy in octahedral. So we have to calculate that one. So see here before that, so once again remember that CFSE for the octahedral. Look at here, number of, what is that? Number of T2G electrons into minus 0.4 minus 0.4 plus, look at here, plus number of EG electrons into plus 0.6. So keep it in mind. From that we have to calculate what is that CFSE for the each of electron. Is that clear? Look at the number of d electrons, strong field configuration CFEC. Right. Number of electron in the d electron may be one electron. How they fill there first of all in strong field. Now electron is entering to the T2G now. Yes. That electron that a configuration T2G 1 EG 0. EG is the 0. Are you understand? Right. Now next one, what is the formula? That is formula now. What is that? Number of EG electrons 1 into minus 0.4 plus how many electrons EG? Here is a 0. 0 plus 0.6. That is equal to minus 0.4. Very good. Minus 0.4 delta naught. Is that clear? The stability, the each of electron when it is entering into the T2G, that complex is the stabilized minus 0.4 delta naught units. Clear? Right. 2 electrons. T2G2 EG0. So 2 into minus 0.4 plus z is equal to 0 plus 0.6, that is equal to 2 4 is 8. Okay, minus 0.8 delta naught. Is that clear? Stabilized the 0.8, the complex is stabilized minus 0.8 delta naught units if 2 electrons may be entered into the T2G. Like the same D3 T2G3 EG0. So 3 into minus 0.4 plus 0.06, that is equal to 3 4 the 12. So 1.2. Clear? Right now I am at the D4. T2G 4 EG0. So 4 into minus 0.4 plus 0.6, that is equal to 4 for the 16. So minus 1.6 delta naught. Is that clear? Right. Next, if maybe 5 electrons, T2G5 EG0, 5 minus 0.4 plus 0 into 0.6, that is equal, this is totally 0 now, right? 5 4s are 20, so 2.0. So if maybe the 5 electrons entering the T2G, that complex is stabilized minus 2.0 delta naught units. 2.0. This one 2.0. Is that clear? Right. Next one, D6. T2G6 EG0, 6 into minus 0.4 plus 0, 0.6. So 6 for the, what is that? 24. So 2.4 delta naught. Are you understand? 2.4 delta naught minus 2.4 delta naught. Next, D7. Now see, now T2G completely fulfilled there. 6 electrons are to fulfilled in the T2G. Now the remain what is there? Here is a 7 electrons is there. That after fulfilled T2G, that remain electrons are enter into the EG orbital. Is that clear? So that's why we have read that configuration of D7 T2G6 EG1. So 6 into minus 0.4 plus 0. Sorry, here is 1 electron now, right? 1 plus 0.6, that is equal to 24. 24, okay. 24. Next 6. So minus 1.8. Is it clear now? Minus 1.8. Here is a 24. 24 minus 6. What is that? 1.8 delta naught. Right. Next one, if D8 T2G 6 EG2, so 6 into minus 0.4 plus 2 into plus 0.6, that is equal to 6 for the 24, 2 6 the 12, 24 minus 12, 12 now. So here point is there now, 1 point delta 1.2 delta naught minus 1.2 delta naught, that one. If 9 electrons T2G6 EG3, so 6 into minus 0.4 plus 2 into 3 na, okay, 3 plus 0.6, that is equal to 24 and 3 6 are 18. 24 minus 18, 6 now, yes, minus 0.6 delta naught. Are you understand? Minus 0.6 delta naught. Let me mean next one D10. Right. T2G 6 EG 4. So 6 into minus 0.4 plus 4 into plus 0.6, that is equal to 6 for the 24, 4 6 the 24, 24 24 minus 24 plus 24 cancel, so 0, delta not equal to 0. That complex is 0 units of unstable, means that is unstable now, right? So see here, when one electron is entering to the T2G, minus 0.4 units it is stabilized. Here when 6 electrons are entering to there, minus 24.4 delta naught units of the complex is stabilized. So this is about the in strong field condition. This is about strong field condition. Now I will go for weak field condition, how they are arranged of electrons. Look at here. Weak field. This is about strong field. I will take the next one, weak field. Right, I will change this one and this one also. Right over. See here, in weak field condition, the configuration, look at here. The configuration T2G1 EG0. So 1 into minus 0.4 plus 0 into plus 0.6, that is equal to minus 0.4 delta naught. Next D2, T2G1, sorry, T2G2, EG0. So 2 into minus 0.4 plus 0 into 0.6. This is totally 0 minus 8. 0. Sorry, that is equal to minus 0.8 delta naught. Now D3. T2G3 EG0. Right, 3 into minus 0.4 plus 0 into plus 0.6, that is equal to 3 4 the 12. So minus 1.2 delta naught. Now look at here, the fourth electron in the weak field, the fourth electron entering to the EG now. Right, now see here the configuration T2G3 EG1. So 3 into minus 0.4 plus 1 into 0.6, that is equal to, this is a plus 6 now, right? Right now what is that? 12 minus 6. What is that? 12 minus 6? 6 now remain. Right, 1 minus 0.6 delta naught. Next one, 5. T2G3 EG2. Here off field, here is off field. So 3 into minus 0.4 plus 1 into plus 0, sorry, 2 now, right, very good. 2.6 equal to 12, 12. Is that clear now? That is delta naught equal to 0. 3 4 the 12, 2 6 the 12. Very good. Next one. Now see here. Here is the off field is complete now. Right. The fourth electron entering to these 2 points to remember. Fourth electron EG, when going EG, the fourth electron entering to the EG. Now off field. The next one here. Now this electron T2G 4 EG 2. So 4 into minus 0.4 plus 2 into plus 0.6. After off field, they can be full field. So that sixth electron coming to the T2G. Sixth one electron is coming to the T2G. Are you understand? Right. Now this one. So finally, what is that? 4 4 the 16. 16. And now it is a what is that? Arnal 24, sorry, Arnal 16, 4 4 the 16. And next one, 2 6 the 12. 16 minus 12. What is that? Minus 0.4 now. Yes. Minus 0.4. 4 for the 16. 16, 2 2 is the 2 6 the 12. 12 minus 16. What is that? Minus 0.4. Very good. Next one. T2G year 5. Next EG2. That one. EG2. Look at here. This one now. EG2. T2G 5. EG2. So 5 into minus 0.4 plus 2 into plus 0.6. That is equal to 20. 20 plus 12. So 20 plus 12 minus 12, 0 minus 0.8 delta naught. That is now minus 0.8 delta naught. Are you understand? 20 minus 12. Okay. Next one. Eighth one. T2G6 EG2. So 6 into minus 0.4 plus 2 into plus 0.6, that is equal to 24 minus 12. 1 minus 1.2 delta naught. Very good. Next one, this one, D9. T2G 6. Here is a T2G fulfilled there, 6 electron in the 3 orbital. Now Eg3, 6 into minus 0.4 plus 3 into plus 0.6, that is equal to, what do you write? 24, 18. 24 minus 18, what is that? 6 now, minus 0.6 delta naught. Very good. Next one, D10. T2G 6, Eg, what is that? 4. 6 into minus 0.4 and 4 into plus 0.6. What do you write here? 6 for a 24, 4 6 are 24. So 0 delta naught. So this is the, what is that? Configuration and crystal field splitting energy. Crystal field splitting energy in weak field condition. And before that, strong field condition. This is the weak field condition. So note down. Okay, clear? Right.